Chapter 8. Transformations, but the failures there. Not that I want to focus too much on failures, but they can help you out, you know. You don't have to make all the mistakes yourself, so you can prevent some of the basic mistakes. That's why we wrote Chapter 8. Because transformations fail easily. Why is that? Well, it's very simple. You're going to do some things you've never done before, so you will learn the most, but that probably means you will fail. And if there's high expectations, and especially when you presented it as a change project which will run according to plan, well, then you might have a difficult time. But still, transformations can succeed if you take them step by step. And some of the fail factors are very common. We see them happening all the time. That's why in this chapter 8 we made a section with all these fail factors. Read them, look at these mistakes and see whether you can learn from them and prevent them, because, you know, as said, you don't have to make every mistake yourself. However, one thing I would like to mention, and that's that the fear of failure is often the biggest threat. Well, how come? Well, you're doing something uncertain, you're doing something unpredictable. And if you're afraid to make a failure, if you're afraid to fail, you're most of the time not doing anything. You're doing it on the safe side, and then not much will change. So let's say there's also a chapter on culture in the book, but in the transformation, one thing I always keep an eye on is whether people are open and willing to experiment, or they're afraid to fail. Because if there's a fear of failure, most of the times nothing happens. So keep an eye on that. But the final thing is in this transformation is your own stamina, your own persistence. Just get up once more from your feet, then you fall down. You will get better at it. It will help you. You will first start to crawl, then start to walk, and then start to run. But it just means to keep going. That's what it is. Transformations, step by step, keep going, and things will get better if you learn from what you're doing.